Alcoa presents Fantastic Finishes. Well, maybe they don't sponsor my show, but hey, I can channel Harry Callis, God rest his soul, when I can. And I mean, heck, I want to channel him a couple of times, because yeah, this is full of fantastic finishes, this episode. First, 2024. The Syracuse University Orangemen take on their rivals, who they've had quite a few fantastic finishes in against Virginia Tech in the JMA Wireless Dome. After 2.5 quarters where it looked like Syracuse was taking a crap, they kind of took it upon themselves to say, hey, this is the Loud House. And they score 3 consecutive touchdowns to take the lead. But it becomes back and forth between Virginia Tech and Syracuse. Syracuse ties the game with less than a minute to play. And in overtime, LeKin Allen shows he's a tank by scoring the first touchdown. And on the game's final play, the tackler submarines the Virginia Tech player, and the Virginia Tech player fumbles the ball for a 38-31 victory. Well, let's just say that's my best Harry Callis imitation. But I mean, what a thrilling finish. It just seemed like the death of despair. Virginia Tech was dominating for 2.5 quarters. And I mean, I'm sitting there in my seat in the dome going, I mean, heck, I almost want to channel Lurch doing that. You rang. Well, Lurch, I guess Syracuse is down 21-3. What do you say to that? Oh well, Ted Cassidy, eat your heart out. What a comeback, though. And yeah, Virginia Tech scored a couple of times, but heck, what guts and what guile Kyle McCord in the Orange had, tying the game and then winning it in overtime. And you know what? We're going to a bowl. I don't think we're going to the new 12-team playoff for the college football championship. But who knows? Syracuse can finish out strong. I don't know. Maybe we can qualify for the ACC championship. And if we win that, heck, we're going to be in the playoffs. But let's be realistic. I mean, heck, Boston College in California, they're kind of fading away a little bit, and I mean, they could be beatable, but still, Cal is pretty tough at home. We can beat UConn, but UConn's actually having a fairly decent season. Jim Moore Jr.'s got the Huskies playing pretty decent, but talent-wise, I think Syracuse is enough to beat UConn. Miami, that is the challenge. The Hurricanes are one put-together team. It's almost like the Hurricanes of the 80s and part of the 90s. Looks like the U is back. And I mean, heck, Miami's coming into the Dome, but it could be hard-pressed to turn those hurricanes into tropical depressions. What a way to go bowling, Cuse, and let's keep it going. 4 games left. 3 of them look like they're winnable. 1 of them looks like hard-pressed. Let's see, Cuse. Alcoa presents Fantastic Finishes 2024, Miami and Buffalo. In a game where the Bills defense looked like they got called by a Yutz, Miami continues to keep it going. It's back and forth in the second half. And Buffalo gets down, even though Josh Allen kind of goes on the couple of plays. Bass comes in and he kicks a 61-yard field goal, the longest field goal in Buffalo Bills history, to win the game for the Buffalo Bills. Okay, there's Harry Callis there on that. Well, let's just say, I'm going to say a couple of things about the Bills. You know what? I didn't cheer when Bass hit that field goal. I just went in my head and went, 'cause that's what I think a few Bills fans did. 'Cause, hey, Bobby Babich, you called a good defense. Not! Yeah, you stole a paycheck, you idiot. What kind of defense did you call? A defense from Muggsy and Rocky? Duh, Rocky, I think we can stop them like here. No, Muggsy, you can't call diddly squat. I think that we'll be like Bobby Babich, who's just stealing a paycheck. And if he continues to do like that, you know what? He's out of a job. That's what it's going to be, Babich. You keep calling pathetic defense like that. Hell, you couldn't stop a rat. And I mean, Josh Allen, when the time came when you could get your kicker in better range, you failed. Yeah, it was a pretty good game, especially the short passing to Khalil Shakir, and also getting the third string tight end Quentin Morrison with him catching a touchdown. I mean, you're kind of starting to come into your own a little bit, Allen, but you know what? Sometimes you still can be pretty reckless. And when the time comes to step up, sometimes you go, pfft. But Bass, when you miss that extra point, I'm like, oh, hell, here we go again. Heck, we've even signed a kicker to the practice squad. Because, hey, you keep missing kicks like that, you're out of here. But you know what? Now you're in Bill's annals with that 61-yard field goal. Who knew you were Iron Toe Bass? What a win. But when we go against Indianapolis, Babich, you better call a better defense. And Bills, for that matter, have a better start. It's become the norm for you to act sluggish getting out of the gate, like the tortoise against the hare. But you know what? The tortoise goes, duh, ain't I a sucker? Oh, well. Hey, we're suckers for the way the Bills are playing. We're still rolling. And I mean, there's talk out of Indianapolis. Anthony Richardson, who was drafted to be the next quarterback for the Colts. It looks like his days may be numbered, because he hasn't really done diddly squat as the quarterback for the Colts. Heck, we turned to Super Bowl winning and longtime veteran Joe Flacco. And you know what? He isn't taking any Flacco for the way he keeps on plugging. You know what? But the thing is, hey, Allen and the Bills are coming to town. So, hell, we're going to give them a little Flacco, if you know what I mean. Let's keep it going, Bills. Alcoa presents Fantastic Finishes 2024. The Syracuse University basketball team, after two great exhibition wins, take on their crosstown rivals, the LeMoyne Dolphins. And for a while, it looked like it was going to be upset city. LeMoyne was trying to say, hey, we are the kings of Syracuse. For much of the game, the Dolphins led. But then the Cuse and their bevy of talent came through, especially right there at the end, with an 86-82 win on the game's final play. Well, Harry Callis, you kind of got that mostly down, but you know what? Boy, LeMoyne came to play, and a lot of it, I think, was first game jitters for Syracuse. Yeah, LeMoyne gave it their all. For a while, it looked like those Catholics from the east side of Syracuse were going to take down the Orange in the central southern part of Syracuse. But you know what? I digress. Talent won out, and Syracuse beat LeMoyne 86-82. No repeat of 15 years ago. But we got to get it together better, because, hey, the next game is against another team that's our friends, but who have put together some pretty good seasons, including beating the Orange. Yeah, Colgate is next up, and that's next Tuesday. But you know what? Colgate, let's see. Do we need another fantastic finish? Or what are we going to do against the Raiders? We'll see. And oh wait, I forgot for the football team. It's our friends from Beantown, Boston College. Gonna be an interesting week coming up for the Cuse. And last but not least, Alcoa presents Fantastic Finishes. Well, maybe the game wasn't close, but a fantastic finish to his high school career for Dylan Caraballo, responsible for what I assume is 7 or 8 touchdowns in a big win for Waterloo in their final game of the season against Minders. Dylan, great way to cap off a terrific high school career. And I can't wait to see what you're going to do as you push forward. Dylan Caraballo and Waterloo, a pretty good 6-2 season. For Minders, you know what? They're going to play another game. Why? I don't know, but we'll see. And my final bit for this thing. Alcoa presents Fantastic Finishes 2024. The presidential election is coming down to the wire, and today is Election Day. Who will we vote in, Donald Trump or Kamala Harris? It's going to be interesting to see who's the next president of the United States, and also who is going to represent us in the House of Representatives. Of course, there's a few Senate races too, and a few other races. But from Harry Callis, aka Kenny's Two Pennies, to all of you, get out there and do your civic duty and vote on this, the final day. See ya.